See, a small conducting sphere, right? This is a small conducting sphere of mass. So its mass is given as, that is 5 into 10 raised to power minus 3 kg, right? Attached to a string of length 0.2 meter. So this string length is 0.2 meter, is at rest. So this conducting sphere is at rest in a uniform electric field E. See, this is your uniform electric field E, directed horizontally to the right as shown above. So this is in the right horizontal direction. So there is a charge of 5 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb on the sphere. So there is a charge Q, that is 5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 coulomb, right, on the sphere. The string makes an angle of 30 degree, as you can see in the figure, right? With the vertical, assume G is equal to 10. So we have to take G is equal to 10 meter per second square, right? So the first question is, in the space below, draw and level all the forces acting on the sphere, right? So since its mass is given, so first of all it will have a mg, right? Let us draw. See, there will be a force mg acting vertically downward, right? There will be a force in its tension, right? That will be T, right? And due to electric field, there will be a electrostatic force, right? That will be your F. So these three forces are applicable on this sphere, right? So this is our first question. Second question, calculate the tension in the string and magnitude of the electric field, right? We have to find this tension and this, right? Not force, not exactly force. We have to find electric field, right, friends? So we have to write its free body diagram and equilibrium equations. Please see how we can solve it. Since the sphere is at rest, right? Our sphere is at rest. It is given in our question, it is at rest. It means the net force should be equal to 0. Let us draw their components. So we can break the components of this tension, right? We can break the components of this tension, right? See, in the diagram, since this is 30 degree, right, and tension is acting like this, one component will be this side and another component of tension will be this. This will be T cos 30 degree, right? And this will be T sin 30 degree, right? Its mg will be downward and the electrostatic force will be this direction, right? So we can write equations. So since the sphere is at rest, we can write T sin 30 should be equal to F, right? Similarly, T cos 30 should be equal to mg, right? And this force can be written as, we know the formula of force in the uniform electric field, that is the Q into E, and we have to find this E, right? So from this expression we can write T sin 30 degree is equal to QE, right? So our E will be equal to T sin 30 divided by this Q. Please see, we know the value of Q, we have given the value of Q, right? Sin 30 is known. We have to find only the value of this tension. If we can find the value of this T, we can calculate our answer, right? So how we can find this T? For this we have another equation. Please see, T cos 30 should be equal to mg, right? So we can find T is equal to mg upon cos 30, right, friends? So we can calculate it. Mg, the value of m is 10 raised to a minus 3, g is 10, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, right, friends? So from this we can put the value of T in the above diagram, above equation, right? We have to put this the value of T in this place, right? So after all calculation, you will get the value of T is equal to 0.058 Newton, right? So we can put the value of T in the expression of E. When you will put it, you will get the answer as 5.8 into 10 raised to power 3, right, Newton per Coulomb. So this will solve our tension and magnitude of electric field. For the third part, that is the right friend, please see, for the third part, that is the C part, we have to find the string knob breaks. According to third part, right, our string knob breaks. Describe the subsequent motion of the sphere and sketch on the following diagram the path of the sphere, right, while in the electric field. Please see friends, see, this was your sphere, this was your tension, right, this was your mg, right, and this was your electrostatic force, and all these three forces combinedly balanced, right? So you can say the net effect of force and mg, right, the resultant of force and mg is balanced by this tension, right? These three forces are in equilibrium, so resultant of any two force is balanced by third force, right? So if we break this thread, right, then what will happen? It will, see, there will be a force mg, it will be acting downward, there will be a force F, right? So the resultant of these two forces will be like in this direction, FR, so resultant will be in this direction. Or you can say in another way, see, these three forces are in equilibrium, right? So if this tension goes out, right, so the equilibrium will be, so the net force will be in this direction. Why? Because these forces are in equilibrium. If this force goes neglected, then this will be your resultant force direction that was previously balanced by this tension. Now this tension goes zero, so the resultant force should be in this direction. So the bob will move along this radial direction, right? So bob will move along this direction, right, along the at the angle of 30 degree, we can say at the angle of 30 degree, right? We can say the path is therefore along the direction, right, 30 at the angle of 30 degree from the vertical. Okay friends, thanks for watching.